This is Kevin from Cruising with Wheels, and right now we are outside the studios and the studio lounge. This is where you will enter in to get into the private studio area, and we are going to tour a studio cabin today. Cabin number 12511. So once you've entered into the studios area, the studios does have its own lounge, and everything within the studios is like a complex. So it's by key card access only, and it's kind of nice because then you can mix and mingle with other singles. Right now, I am standing in like an entrance area, if you can see. And it is a maze of rooms. If you see, there are signs here. So this is, if you're going straight, you can get to 12535 all the way up to 12575. But if you're looking for 12501 to 12533, you would go to your left. So the studio complex aboard the NCL Bliss is actually comprised of 3 decks. You will be located on deck 10, 11, and 12. The studio lounge is sandwiched in between decks 10 and 11 and can be accessed via stairs or an elevator. Now let's go upstairs and check out the studio lounge. As you can see, this is the studio lounge. There's lots of comfy chairs and sofas, and these are actually television screens that change throughout your sailing, and probably have information while you're sailing. And as part of the studio lounge, you will see there is a buffet area. Everything's included in this area, with the exception of the winerators. They are not included in the beverage package. You will have to pay for them if you use a winerator. And they have a vending machine, which looks to be empty. Very interesting. But this is where they will have your snacks, and they do have a continental style breakfast here. Right now it's just kind of snack time with some fruits and assorted cookies, some orange juice, always coffee. And they hold events here throughout your cruise so that you can mix and mingle with all the other singles in the solo cabins in the solo lounge. Again, this is Kevin from Cruising with Wheels, and now that we've seen the studio lounge, we're going to get the meat and potatoes of this studio area. And we are doing a cabin tour of cabin 12511. On the outside, you'll notice it's the same as the other staterooms. You have a lighted cabin number. Underneath it is a Braille 12511, I'm assuming. I don't know how to read Braille, but that's how you'll find your cabin if you are sight impaired. Underneath that is the makeup room, do not disturb, and at home, and we'll show you that once we get inside. This is a key card accessed area. So you will need to bring your sail and sign card with you to access this hallway to get to your cabin. But the NCL Bliss has the new RFID sail and sign cards. So you simply tap your sail and sign card on here, and your door will unlock, and you can access your cabin. Let's go in and check it out. Okay, guys, we are now inside the cabin. And I want to point out, like usual, that you will have a makeup room button and a do not disturb button, and these will control the lights on the exterior of the cabin that I showed you earlier. Next to that will be your temperature control for your heating and air conditioning. Yes, heating is part of this system because this ship was built for Alaska. Below the heating controls is your lighting controls. You will need to put your sound sign card or some type of card in here to have your lights on. And these are light buttons. So this controls in the bathroom area, and this one here controls the room. Immediately when you enter the cabin, you will see your shower. It's got a nice glass enclosure, but it is relatively small, so if you feel uncomfortable in there, keep in mind that you can always take a shower in the morning at the spa. Directly across from that is your toilet area, and it does have a door to close in case you have a guest visiting. Moving outside the toilet area, you will see that there are some shelves along with a few compartments and drawers. They've done a great job of maximizing the space. This is the vanity area. It is again a trough sink, and there is storage underneath. And a quick note is that all the doors do not swing open, they slide. So you have a closet next to your vanity, and it's all soft close closures. Next to the vanity area is, again, there's storage above, the television, a shelving, a desk unit, and a stool that can double as a side table. There is over here in the shelving area one plug, Americanized plug, and one European plug, and a light switch for the television area. And I want to point out this little device right here. It is a Meta-Fridge. The studio solo cabins do not have a mini bar, so there's no refrigerator. You will need to request that you have a Medi-Fridge delivered if you have things like insulin that needs to be cold. They will accommodate you. This area right here is another closet. And moving around, you will see there is a reading lamp, your phone, and an area for some magazines. And behind that are all your lighting switches again for the cabin, and USB ports. There are 2, so you can charge your devices and have your phone handy. Now, something special about the studio cabins is that if you're a single passenger, you have this ample single bed. It's very comfortable and it's nice. And right next to the bed is a virtual window. Now, this is actual footage that is going on. It's what's going to be right now outside on that side of the ship. They have cameras all around so that you can see the actual view that you would have if you were a few decks below or a few decks above and standing outside. So that concludes our tour of the studio solo cabin. I hope you enjoyed.